thing they ask me is they say, the owner gave a delivery van worth so much as capital. And now you think, hey, this isn't one of the GJ transactions we've done. It's not bad debts, it's not interest, it's not drawings, it's not donations, it's not a mistake, it's not a transfer of balances. And then you think, but I do know that if I go to the AOL, I'll be able to do this. So go to the AOL. If the owner gave a delivery van as capital, it means, what will I debit, what will I credit? I will debit vehicles and I will credit capital. Why? Because if he gives the business a vehicle, the vehicles increase. And if he gives it as capital instead of giving money, and then we go buy a vehicle, he just directly give us the vehicle, then his capital must also increase. So what do I know? If I have the AOL and I turn it like this, I've got the GJ. So if I go to the GJ, I'm going to debit vehicles and I'm going to credit capital. So this is number one, and they don't want to see the narration for number one, which means you don't have to write a sentence. But you do have to write the amounts in there. So 200,000, you have to go small because there's not a lot of space. 200,000. Can I ask you to always make sure about your zeros? So away, because a lot of mistakes that people make in papers is because they put too many or not enough zeros. So a trick is to group your zeros in threes, right? So can you see here I put the last three and then the two. Okay, it just immediately shows you, then something would look weird and you will recheck. Or just get in the habit of counting your zeros. Next one, the debtor Adams, who owes 680 is declared insolvent. If he's insolvent, I know I'm going to bad debt him. I know my bad debt format. So I can immediately go right. Bad debt debit, Adams, credit. I can immediately go do that. But because he's insolvent, I know I'm not going to write off everything. So let's go look. They say we received a dividend of 50 cents, which was recorded, by the way, in the CRJ, because I received money. And that which is left, I need to write off. So, he owes us 680. He owes us still another 50 cents. So, we're going to write him off 340. So, I go in here and I say 340. I see Adams. Ooh, cookies. I see 3 Adams there. And I know Adams is also a debtor. So, if one debtor's debt decreases, it means the total debt decreases. So I go to the control, I write it in exactly the same side. Can you see both is credit? Okay. And they want a narration for 2, so I say write off how much? 50 out of 100 cents. There we go. If we go to number 3, number 3, okay, is everybody done? Number 3 says, the roof has been repaired at a cost of 2.3. So, if it's repairs, you can see repaired, so it means repairs is debit. Ne? What will be credit? Usually the way I repair, creditors control or bank or petty cash. But what do they say? This has been posted to land and buildings, meaning I want to cancel land and buildings. Does it make sense if I do it like that instead of the long method? Let me do the long method again. I will draw a T. I will say, okay, I want repairs to be debited. But I went and put it in land and buildings. So how will I fix it? I will fix it by crediting land and buildings, taking it out, and debiting repairs, putting it in. Can you see? Repairs debit, land and buildings credit. How did I do it this way? Let me repeat. I see the right one is repairs. I ask myself, would that be a debit or a credit? Oh, it's a debit, meaning the wrong one would be a credit. So I will debit repairs and I will credit land and buildings with 2,300, and it would be fixing an error. Fix error. There we go. Number 4. Number 4, stationery was posted to the trading stock. So which one is right? Stationery or trading stock? They say there, stationery was posted to the trading stock. Can you see what's the mistake? Yes. The mistake was that we put stationery in trading stock. Which one is right? Stationery or trading stock? Stationery. Stationery. If I buy stationery, would I debit or would I credit stationery? I would debit stationery, meaning what am I going to credit? Which one is wrong? Trading stock. Can you see what's on top? If I turn it, stationery, trading stock. Stationery, trading stock. And the amount is 560. I don't have to do a narration. I have to do a narration with number 5 again. Sure. Number 5. The fixed deposit matured. Receiver amount of 220. So if my fixed deposit is 200 and I receive 220, what is that extra 20? Interest. So the accountant posted the full amount to the fixed deposit. Now I know that is wrong. Okay? So where is that? What amount is wrong? 20,000. Then you understand if I say that 20,000 is wrong. But now, where do I want the 20,000? Where's the 20,000 supposed to go? Interest. And interest on fixed deposit, would it be a debit or a credit? Let's quickly go look why you are wrong. You guys say interest on fixed deposit. Now let me identify, is this an income or an expense? It's an income. And income, is it a debt or a click? It's a click. So it will be plussing on the credit side. So I'm asking you again, is the interest on fixed deposit going to be, where's the right place to put in? Debit or credit? Credit. So I'm going to put interest, there's the credit. So I'm going to put the interest on fixed deposit there. And which one is wrong? Oh, the fixed deposit. Why is he wrong? Because remember, we put in here 22,000, 220,000, ne? Instead of only 200,000. Sorry, instead of only 200,000. So how do I get it 200,000? I take out the 20 and I put it into the interest. Is everybody with me? Yes. And again, fix error, easy marks. Number 6, the account of Smith is overdue for 3 months. Charge interest. So I know Smith is going to increase. His debt is increasing. Why? Because we charge him interest on overdue debt. Okay. How much are we going to charge him? They say his account is 500 overdue. We charge him 20% per year but only 3 months. So what is it? 25? No. They say there, if you look here, they say show narrations for 2, 3, and 5. Okay? So how much is it? This is going to be 100 divided 4, it's 250. 25? Do you get 25? Yes or no?
Yes.
Really? I don't see calculators. 25. Okay, am I done here? You say no. What else must be done? I see there's a name, and I ask. There's not another name, it's just that name. So if his debt increases, it means the total debt of debtors are also increasing. Can you see same signs? So number 7. Trading stock bought from Duiker was entered. Whoa! Now this is a thinking one. So let's do it nice and calm. We bought stock from Duiker traders, right? So if we buy stock from Duiker traders, is he a debtor or creditor? He's a creditor, ne? He's a creditor, and I will credit him. But by mistake, we put it in the debtor's account. Drake traders. Okay. So, now I'm asking you, which one is right? Duiker or Drake? Duiker. And Duiker is trading stock creditors control. So, creditors control on the credit side. So I'm going to put Duiker. Ne? What's the amount? Let's put the amount to make it easier. 4,000. Ne? So Duiker is credited. Duiker, what is it? Traders. And I know Duiker is a creditor. Drake is going to be debited, and Drake is a debtor. Who got this right? Well done. Well done. No. Okay. Is there questions about this one? Let's go through it again. So normally when it's wrong people that I'm just fixing, I don't use the controls, because usually both of them are debtors or both of them are creditors. So meaning debtors will be debit and credit, which cancels out. But in this case, the person that I wrongfully entered the amount in was a debtor, and the correct guy was a creditor, so my controls are now wrong as well. I would, if I were you, mark this one, because this one will test if you really do understand if people are wrong, how to fix this. Okay. Now, number 8. The owner took the following for personal use: cash, trading stock, stationery. Am I going to show all of them in the GJ? No. Which one will not go to the GJ? There's one, the cash. Which journal will this be? C? Are we receiving money if the owner takes drawings? CPJ. Right. So those two is both drawings. So now you can write it separately: drawings, trading stock, drawings, stationery, or you can do it all as one, which I'm going to do. So I'm going to say, okay, the owner took it, so it's drawings. Right? What did he take? Trading stock, 25, stationery, 200. So it means in total he took 27. No? You could have said drawings 25, trading stock 25. drawings 200, stationery 200. But I prefer to do it this because it's less effort. Okay? Can you see? The debit and the credit side of this transaction is still equal. Is everybody sharp? I've gone very fast. So now you guys have to tell me